Okay, we've got February in my garden. The first thing we're going to be doing is peonies. This is my new addition to the garden this year. I got this type, very beautiful. This one is the first year I'm going to have them, and there's 33 types, so there is a big choice to choose from. We always put them in the ground in February, and we're going to have flower in May, June. So perfect time to put them in. I'll show you how they look like, and of course we'll go have a look at other stuff you can be doing in February in your garden. I live in UK, so it's based obviously in UK garden, but I'll show you around. Okay, we're gonna start with bulbs. Peonies are, you can see in here, very healthy. In here we only have to bury them in the ground 2.5 centimeters, so very shallow. You can see in here it's easy to recognize you've got roots in here, very healthy, and it's important not to overwater them. So we're going to be putting them like this, and very shallow soil around it, and that's it. So it should be nice and easy to put them in the ground. Okay, I have put my peonies in. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 of them. If you're wondering what type I've got, there's obviously 33 types. This is the one I put in for references, and this one is called Edulius superba. The key thing is you have to space them out 30 centimeters from each other at least. I've got 4 of them. I've got tulips in here, they will bloom, and then after tulips those gonna be growing May, June and flower. So that's the idea. I spaced them out 30 centimeters between them, and very important, the people who have no luck with them, they should be buried, the roots, only 2.5 centimeters, so very shallow, very shallow. You can see the pink parts. So for me it was easier because when I purchased them, as you could see clearly where are the roots, and they had that bloom already coming out above the ground, which obviously helps. Every single one was very healthy. It's nice and dry today, but it looks like it's gonna rain, so we'll see, because the sky was really grey last time, a few minutes ago. I've got roses in here, more roses. As I said, this is the time, end of January, to trim your roses, so those are done. They shouldn't be crossing any dry or ill where they've got spots. You want to get rid of them. As I said, they shouldn't be crossing. There should be nice flow with sunshine going through, penetrating all the roses. They should be trimmed now, so that's perfect time. We've got in here another rose, and it looks nice and healthy now, trimmed again. Now we've got space in here, nice, just the soil in here at the moment, but just imagine what it's gonna look like in here in the springtime. We're gonna be putting some nice flowers, and in here we've got rhododendron and another rose which has been nicely trimmed, nice, healthy, fresh, ready for a season. We've got rhododendron in here. This is a rhododendron which I purchased last year, and it's nice and pink, large pink flowers. So this one will be a first year, and I'm hoping I'm gonna be getting some flowers. So stay tuned for my next videos, probably next 2 videos. In my next 2 videos, springtime, you will see, because that should be flowering early spring. So that's a new addition to my garden. We've got hydrangeas in here, so there's lots of hydrangeas, white, pink, white, pink. It's starting to rain now, so I have to be quick. We've got in here we've got hydrangeas. Those are garden hydrangeas, so we do not touch them until we'll be trimming them and checking them only in April, so we don't touch them at all at the moment. Why in April? Because you can see clearly which one needs cutting out, which are basically damaged by frost. So it will be clearly to see, because everything will be coming out in life and be nice and green. At the moment it's a bit of guessing game, that's why we don't touch them yet. So those are garden hydrangeas. We're leaving them completely. Some of them has lost flowers. If you're really tempted, you can get rid of the flowers, but other than that, we'll leave them as they are, and just don't be tempted, leave them. We've got in here camellia. This is my first year of camellia. So last year I planted this, so that will be second year now. I should move this camellia here because it doesn't have enough space in here, and it's straight on here. This is bad. It should have space to grow. It doesn't. So I'm moving houses. I should really dig a hole and move it, and I think I will have to do that because I can't be, you know, it's not fair. I really need to move it because it doesn't have any space. From when I bought that one on my last video, not last, but you know, one from last year, you can see how big it was, so I can definitely see the grow. It should steadily be growing, so that's good. It will have red flowers, so we'll see if this year will have any flowers at all. But this is one of those first plants which gonna give you flowers coming towards to the spring, so I'm looking forward to this, and I'm really hoping there will be some flowers. I can't see anything at the moment. Definitely healthy and fresh because it's getting glossy leaves, so that's a good sign. But as I said, it doesn't have enough sunshine. I have to dig the hole and move it, so that's what I have to do. So that's a camellia. Now we've got hydrangeas, but different type. We've got limelight hydrangeas. Those are completely different than garden one. They do not worry about frosts because they don't get affected by frost, which means we can trim them end of winter. Very early, I know, but you can't do it. As I said, they don't get affected by frost, so they can be trimmed. This is second year of the hydrangea. Last summer I put that in the ground. It was beautiful. This is definitely the best hydrangeas I've got at the moment in my garden. So I'm gonna trim it 15 centimeters from the ground. I will show the video how to trim it, so we're definitely gonna make one to show you how to sort it out. You want to make it strong for years to come, and we want the plant to put all the energy in the roots. So once the plant is established and the roots are strong, then the plant will be giving massive flowers. So that's very important, especially in the early years. So we're gonna cut it as short as 15 centimeters above the ground. I know it sounds drastic, but that's what you need to do. So we're gonna move on. We've got some roses, we've got some grass a bit too early to you know, to do anything with it yet, but you can see already, and it will be more clear later, which part is old, which we have to trim it basically to the base. And then once we trim it to the base, about the same time when we're sorting those hydrangeas, garden hydrangeas, at the same time we can do any grasses in your garden. You can see which part has to go. So all this has to go dead, and then you've got green stuff coming out. That's a good sign. Now this one will need a trim as well, but that's fine, we'll trim it. You can see glossy leaves there, yellow one, new one, that's a new growth, so that's good. This one was £20. And more hydrangeas. I've got line of hydrangeas which are called I think teddy bear, polar bear. Those are hydrangeas as well, which again, they're not garden hydrangeas, and they grow tall and beautiful. I have gave some feed to those hydrangeas. You can find on my previous video how to feed them, but as you can see in here, we have to trim that as well. This is the first time we're going to be trimming that one too. Those are again the same as the limelight, that we can trim them quite short. Shorter you trim them, better they grow and stronger. So first few years you want them really short, and that will only help them grow much better each year. So we'll have to do that. Now we've got in here lilac. This lilac I purchased again last year, so everything is a slow grow for me in my garden, but you can see in here how healthy it is, and finger crossed this year it should have flowers. And obviously lilac has the flowers quite early in the spring, so hopefully we can see some this year. And this will be second summer for this lilac, and it's a white one. So I purchased last year, it was really nice French lilac. I've got also a violet color which is here, but this is a massive difference. So this one is a lilac as well, but it's not doing quite well. It looks, look at that guys, no green signs that it's coming to life, nothing. So I really worry if it will be okay. So not looking great. I'm just hoping it will be fine, and by the springtime it will come back to life and maybe just need longer. We'll have to see, unless it's dead. So you can see this one got a bit less sunshine than the other one. The other one, you can see how much difference it is, how healthy it is, and this one nothing. So we have to wait and see. You'll probably see the update in my next video, how is it doing in March, and we can compare it then, and probably by March time we'll know if it's okay or if it's not okay. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Our tiles outside, really bad, really messy. You have to use high pressure spray, but not only water. So our neighbor has cleaned up theirs, and you can see here massive difference. So it's not only water which has been used to clean it, and that's what we have to do. Nice and clean.